Dear students, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? I hope best for you. I Mukesh Kumar welcomes you to online Mukesh Online Academy. आपका मुकेश ऑनलाइन अकेडमी में स्वागत है. And we are doing the chapter 1 of NCERT book, Chemical Reactions and Equations. Okay, we have already covered this chapter into 5 previous videos. Some part of it we have already discovered. In which first one we discussed about the physical and chemical changes. Then we discussed about what are the chemical reactions and their example. Then we discussed about the different kind of chemical equations. Okay, what are the different characteristics of chemical equations. Then we studied about the how to balance a chemical equation, what are the different steps, and then we studied about the making chemical equation more informative. I hope you would have seen those videos. If you have not still seen those videos, then I have given the links of those videos into the description box. Go through it. It will help you to understand this topic. Okay, that we will be discussing in this video. Okay, so one usual tip that I gave in my every video. Okay, and that is, I hope you must be following that also. Whenever you are watching any video of the education related, okay, of your education related, if you are watching any video, not only mine, anyone, okay, think it like a live class. Take the notes of them, make the summary. This will help you to revise quickly in the exams. Otherwise it becomes too much to revise into the exams. So I hope you will do that. Okay, so now in this video we will do about the different type of chemical equation and reactions, in which we will take one reaction, that is the combination reaction that we will take. If you have any doubt, if you have any query about the subject, then definitely you can write to me on the mail or WhatsApp. You can follow me on the Telegram also. We will be happy to serve you. We will be happy to solve your query as much as possible. And if you want to have the free notes of each and every chapter, then also write to me on the mail or WhatsApp. We will send you the free notes. And if you want to do the live online classes, then you can also write to me on the WhatsApp and email that we have given into the description box. Okay, so if you like the video, then kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it and like it. Okay, thank you so much, and let's start. Dear students, let's start. So in this video we will do about the different types of reactions. Okay, previously we have studied about the balancing and how to make the chemical reactions more informative, and now in this we will study about the types of reactions. Okay, so let's see what are the different types of reactions, different types of chemical reactions. Okay, and different types of chemical reactions are: number A, combination reactions. Okay, and then we have decomposition reactions. Third, we have displacement reactions, or we can say the simple displacement reactions. Okay, then we have double displacement or double decomposition reactions. And in last we will study about the oxidation reduction reactions, or we can call them redox reactions, oxidation reduction reactions or redox reactions. Okay, so now first in this video we will study about the combination reactions. Okay, so we will take this thing. Now what happens in the combination reactions? Combination reactions are also called the synthesis reactions. We also call them synthesis reactions. Synthesis means the two reactants are joining together to synthesize or to form one single product. That is the combination reaction. Okay, so what is happening here? The two or more substances, okay, combine together to form one single product. Okay, We can say like this, that A plus B means A plus B. If A and B are the two different substances, then the product being formed is A. Okay, so these are the combination reactions. So where two different substances are combining together to form one single product. Now we will take the example of reactions which are combination reactions. Okay, so let's take an example of a combination reaction in which two elements are used. Examples where two elements combined. Okay, so here we can have one thing that, so these are the examples. Let's say carbon plus oxygen. Carbon is from coal, oxygen from air. Okay, then when the carbon is burnt in the presence of oxygen, okay, so this is the burning basically, then it produces a carbon dioxide along with a lot of heat. Okay, this is the example of both combination and exothermic. Both combination and exothermic. Okay, so sometimes in the exam they ask you the question, okay, write an example of a reaction which is both combination and exothermic reaction. So this is that example. Okay, now the next example that we will study in the elements, that magnesium plus oxygen, that we have studied earlier also, when magnesium ribbon is burned in the presence of oxygen. Okay, then magnesium oxide white powder is formed. This we have done the study also in previous videos. And heat means white light is produced. White light is produced, that we have studied into the activity previously in the examples. So balancing 2 and 2. So this is also the example where two elements are being used and where we are getting one product. So this is also the example of both combination and exothermic. Okay, now the next example that we will take, where hydrogen and oxygen, okay, it burns in the presence of electricity, or you can say when we flow the electricity through it, or when hydrogen burns in the presence of oxygen, okay, then water is formed, liquid water. Okay, so this is also example of a combination reaction. So we should write the S, G, S, S, G and G. This is G, this is G, and this is after balancing comes 2, this is comes. So this is the third example where both combination of the two elements is taking place. So let's take the fourth example, where the hydrogen in the form of gas combined with the chlorine in the form of gas to produce the hydrogen chloride in the form of gas. So this is the example of combination reaction. One more example, where sodium and chlorine, sodium in the form of solid, chlorine in the form of gas, combines to produce sodium chloride, which is a solid. So this is 2 and this is 2. Okay, so next example, when we heat the iron powder with sulfur. Okay, this is the sulfur, then iron sulfide is formed. This is also solid and we have to heat them. Okay, so this is the example of combination and endothermic, because we are heating from outside. Okay, now there is one more example that we can give, the synthesis of ammonia, where nitrogen and hydrogen both react together. Okay, this is also in the form of gas, this is also in the form of gas, we get the ammonia. So this is 3, this is 2, this is the gas and this is the ammonia gas. So we have got one example for the elements where we have burned the magnesium and oxygen to produce the magnesium oxide. One we got the carbon and oxygen. Okay, another we got the hydrogen and oxygen, then we got the hydrogen and chlorine, then we got the sodium and chlorine, then iron and sulfur, and then so nitrogen and hydrogen. So these are the examples where elements are being used two elements are being used to produce one single product compound. Okay. Now we will go for the example where two compounds are used to form one single compound. So here we will take an example. So where we take the quicklime CaO and mix it with the water. Okay. If you know the same example we have taken in the previous videos also. So it forms, see, this is the quicklime, which is also a compound, which is a calcium oxide. Okay. And this water is also a compound. This is in the form of solid, this is in the form of liquid. And what we get is calcium hydroxide in the slaked lime is formed. Actually, this is a mixture of slaked lime, which is the calcium hydroxide. Okay. And along with it, a lot of heat is also produced. So this is an example of both combination and exothermic. This is the example where we can have the two different type of reactions, okay, into the one single reaction. Clear? So now we will do the activity regarding to this example. We have the activity 1.4 of this example. Okay. So now we will do the activity 1.4. So what is the activity 1.4? In which we have taken, so different materials that we have taken in the activity 1.4. We have taken a beaker, as you know, as I have shown you in the earlier videos also. A beaker means made up of glass, okay, and we will take some quicklime and we will take some water. Okay, see, this is the diagram of activity. Here we have taken the quicklime. This is the quicklime, which is a white powder. We have discussed in the earlier videos also, okay, which is a white powder. Okay, here we have taken beaker, and here this is the water that we have. Okay, so what we do, first we pour some water. So what procedure we will apply here? Okay, take a beaker, fill it half with water. Okay, cold water is very good because heat will be developed. Okay, and put some quicklime in water. Okay, slowly and slowly. So why slowly and slowly? Because if we put so much of quicklime all together, then a lot of heat will be generated. Then the water may spill out, and when the water may spill, then it can harm the person who is performing this experiment. Okay. So what will we do? We will put slowly and slowly. See, we will put slowly and slowly some quicklime, not too much. What will happen? This water will start boiling. Why it will start boiling? Because the reaction is highly exothermic. As you can see from this hand, a person is touching. If you touch this beaker with the hand, you will feel it warm. Okay, feel warm. Okay, clear? And the bubbles will be observed in this. And after some time, this quicklime will be dissolved. Some solid portion will settle down. See, the solid portion, this is the solid portion which is settling down. This one is the solid portion which settled down. Now it has become a slaked lime. Okay. Now after dissolving into this, becomes the slaked lime. So when this settles down and becomes cool, then we can use this for the different purposes. So what are the observations that we will get? Beaker becomes hot. Okay. Second thing, can see the bubbles in the water. That is because of the heat. Okay. So this is the activity that we can see into the, but even we can perform it at home because we can find this quicklime with the hardware shops. Okay, the paint shops which sell the paints, they also keep this quicklime, white powder. So we can perform this activity at home with care. Okay. So what precautions we should be taken? Okay, we should keep upsell away from it, not very far to it, because it spills. Okay, and suppose if any of the drop comes out and goes into the eye, then it can burn the cornea. So we should be very careful while performing this experiment. Okay. So now we will take the next example where the compound is being used. Okay. So one example is ammonia in the form of gas, then reacts with the hydrochloric acid. Then it forms the ammonium chloride. So this is where this is the ammonia, this is the hydrochloric acid, and this is the ammonium chloride. Okay. See, let's go to the next example where the two compounds are used. So when the ammonia gas reacts with the sulfuric acid, which is the aqueous solution, then it forms the ammonium sulfate, NH4 twice SO4 of the aqueous in the form of aqueous solution. This is called the ammonium sulfate. Okay, so when we balance it, so it will become 2, 2, 3, 6, 2, 8. Now it is balanced. Okay, so now we will go for the examples where one compound and one element is used. Examples where an element combines with a compound. Okay, so let's see these examples. So this is also the combination reaction. Okay, so when carbon monoxide reacts with the oxygen, carbon monoxide is a gas, oxygen is also a gas. When they react together, they forms the carbon dioxide. Okay, this is the carbon monoxide, which is a compound. Okay, and this is also the oxygen, this is a element, and this carbon dioxide is a compound. So here we are using one compound and then one element to form a one single compound. Same way, when the sulfur dioxide reacts with the oxygen gas, then it forms the sulfur trioxide gas. So here the sulfur dioxide is also a compound, but oxygen is the element and sulfur trioxide is a compound. So let's balance this. So 2 and 2. So now it is balanced. 2 and 2. Now it is balanced. So these are the examples. See, in first one we did the examples where two elements are being used, okay, to form one compound. In the second we use the two compounds where we use the two compounds to form a one single compound, and in the third we use the one element and one compound to form a single compound. All these are the examples of the combination reactions. So you get the questions like this in the exam, like write the examples or write the reaction which is both combination and exothermic, write the example where which is both combination and endothermic, write the example where the two elements are used, write the example where one element and one compound. So in different way you can get these questions in the exam. Okay, now we will come to the applications of the combination reaction. Okay, so actually in our life, in daily life or in industry, these combination reactions are very useful. Okay, so let's take their example one by one. See, first, this reaction is used in the manufacture of hydrogen chloride gas in the industry from hydrogen and chlorine. Okay, so in the manufacture of hydrogen chloride gas from hydrogen and chlorine, okay, so this is the industrial application, and this hydrogen chloride gas is used to form so many compounds, okay, like hydrochloric acid. It is used to make the hydrochloric acid in the industry. Okay, so it is used for the various kind of compounds. Number 2, the reaction between the quicklime and water is used in the whitewashing. Okay, see, actually what is the whitewashing? Right now these days we say the paint on the walls, but few years back, say around 20, 25, 30 years back, we were not used to have the paints on the walls. Everybody was doing this whitewashing with different color after mixing the different colors. Okay, so this was the norm. It had no harmful chemicals. These chemicals are very fine for our health. Now the paints are not good for our health because they are made from the very harmful chemicals. Okay, such chemicals which can cause the cancers also. But around 25 years back, 30 years back, this quicklime was used to color the walls or to whitewash the. That is why we call them whitewashing, because it is the white color. So how do we do this basically? That we will study. Okay. See, when we mix, as we see earlier, when we mix a quicklime with the water, okay, then what is formed? Slate lime, along with the liberation of lot of heat. Actually, this is the slate lime and plus lime water. Okay, so as I showed you in the diagram also, so it is a solution basically of the slate lime and lime water. Both is having the same formula. Okay, so what happens in this case? We mix the quicklime with the water. Okay, with the plenty of water, and when this mixture is cooled, then we mix it thoroughly, so that slate lime and lime water mixed thoroughly. Okay, then we can mix different colors into it, to whatever color we want. Then we can mix that color, and it painted on the wall basically. Okay, and when we paint this on the wall, then what happens? The calcium hydroxide, means the slate lime and lime water is there on the white wall. Then it will take the carbon dioxide from the air. Okay, and this carbon dioxide and quicklime will react together to form the calcium carbonate, which is a marble, and which is shiny. So in 2-3 days, okay, this reaction takes place. See, suppose we have applied today, then within 2-3 days, this calcium carbonate will be formed on the wall. Okay, this calcium carbonate will form on the wall, and it will give. This calcium carbonate will give the shiny white finish to the wall, or whatever color we have applied, that it will shine. So this is the basis of the whitewashing. So it is very economical, and it is very environmental friendly also, because it does not release any kind of harmful gases into the environment. Furthermore, along with the calcium carbonate, water is also formed. This is formed in the form of solid, and this is formed in the form of liquid basically. Okay, so that is why these walls remain cool for some time. So there is one more advantage, that it automatically giving the coolness also. So that is why the room remains cool for some time also. Okay, so this is the advantage of using the quicklime and water for whitewashing or coloring the walls. Clear? So today, students, we have studied about the different type of reactions, out of which we have taken one reaction, that is called the combination reaction, in which we have studied the various examples of a combination reaction and their use we have studied. Okay, I hope you would have understood this topic. If you have any doubt, then you can write to me. So students, in the next video we will study about the decomposition reactions. Okay, different kind of decomposition reactions that we will study into the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Write your comments about the video, any query, doubt about the topic in the comment box. And students, if you want any query, then you can also write to me on the WhatsApp or email, or that I have given into the description, or you can follow me in the Telegram, which link is given into the description box. And if you want the free notes, then you can also write to me on the WhatsApp or email. Then definitely we will send you the free notes for all the chapters. Okay, and if you want to have the live online classes, then you can also write to me on the mail or WhatsApp. Then we will be happy to serve you. And if you have liked the video, then kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it, like it. Thank you so much.